current budget. Currently, the recommended budget for 1920 for Spartanburg County has absolutely no improvement in the area of animal control related services. I know priority this year was placed on a salary study, and the retention of all the environmental enforcement officers is critical to the success of that department and all the departments here. But in this case, that's just not simply enough right now. Spartanburg County still continues to have exponential growth, yet the budget doesn't reflect an increase in staff for these departments in order to support the widespread county problems that we have that relate to animal control. I also realize that there's a critical building need situation in the county, but yet a county shelter situation was not at all considered. It does not appear so anyway, because it wasn't listed either as a funded or an unfunded project in the budget. So my friends and I, we go downtown a lot. We're really excited about the progress in Spartanburg, but this is one area that the county has yet to really improve where it needs to improve. The services fall short of the needs of the citizens and the animals. Non-monetary changes I brought to you last time could easily be accomplished through communication and education, stricter regulations that could back up responding officers and give them more authority and help them reinforce those things that we find important as a community. And that could all be done without incurring any additional expense. I work for a government agency as well. I know there's never enough money for all the needs, but we could implement things that don't cost a lot of money and make a big difference. Looking at the budget document itself, it makes perfect sense for animal services to have higher priority in the budget. The vision, mission, and values that you present in your budget message are, I think, perfect for our community. You think we should be a preferred destination for individuals, families, businesses to live, learn, play, work, invest. That's critical to our citizens, and we bring our animals along for those activities. Spartanburg County provides a foundation for a superior quality of life. That's in the budget message, superior quality of life. That requires an adequate level of service for citizens and the animals. And I know you are really strapped for financial investment with all these different initiatives everyone's presenting to you, but we can't ignore the animals in this process. Your values state that you request input. You've always welcomed me and others to the meeting to provide our opinions, which is definitely appreciated. And the one point that I think is extremely well made in the message is collaboration. You state that in today's complex environment, no one sector or entity can work without the support of others, that you're going to establish and leverage partnerships to collectively build a better Spartanburg County. That's the perfect solution to this problem. There's already a very active rescue community out there. There's a lot of volunteers. There's people in place every day that would be willing to help with that. You say as servant leaders that we have to set aside our differences and do what's best for those we serve, that even though we may not agree, we have to remain true to that mission. And that mission is to provide a superior quality of life for our citizens in the county, and we can't leave the animals behind on that. Environmental enforcement, we got a lot of good folks working in that department, but they are short-handed and they're short on finances in order to accomplish this to the extent that needs to happen. But through collaboration, communication, education, all priorities that you've already set in your message, we could easily, with a little bit more leadership and coordination, and if you ask many of us to help, we would be more than happy to help, and that could easily be accomplished without a lot more money. So tonight, I really just bring you a simple message from the heart. I ask that you revisit your vision, mission, values, and goals and see how the animals fit into that, and animal services that are critical not only to the animals themselves, but the citizens that own them and may be affected by them like I was. All animal needs really need to be a part of the long-range plan, and at least some progress. I would ask you to make some progress in this current year budget. Innocent lives are being lost each day, and human hearts are broken in the process. Just this week, we got the same message we've seen so many times, that GCAC is full, and animals are being euthanized simply to make space, and that's just not acceptable. How a person treats animals says a lot about their character. You hear people say that all the time, and I really believe our current service model is just not aptly reflecting the character and spirit of our Spartanburg community. And I would just think we can and should do better, and I really appreciate your time to let me share that with you this evening.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you leaving that 5 minutes. Thank you very much. State your name for the record.
Shauna Young.